it's Bethany. Welcome to today's video. So excited because today is my first, official plan with me back on this channel in this new planner, which is the Erin Condren dashboard planner. So I thought I would get started by just showing you what I've got going so far in this book. In my last video, I did a little setup, and all I did there was I just wrote my name in just with the little easy marker that they gave me with the planner. And I put a couple unicorn stickers, kept it pretty simple. Nothing on this page. Well, I mean, there's plenty on that page, but nothing that I did to it. Here, I use this as a workout tracker. And so this just says lift and cardio for my key that I'm using. And I put in a few workouts that I've already started doing since that video where I set things up. And then here, what I've done is just started to write in some of my hobbies. So I finished one book, and I have done a couple of puzzles. So a 200-piece puzzle and a 500-piece puzzle, and I baked one loaf of sourdough bread. So here I'm just tracking the books that I've read, the puzzles I've done, and the bread that I've baked. And so that's what I'm gonna track here on each of these rows throughout the year, keeping it pretty simple. On the 12 boxes page, I'm kind of treating it as a 3 rows page instead. Nothing on these pages, maybe I'll use them later. And then here's what I did for the first week as kind of a practice. I didn't record this, I just needed to kind of work it out in my own brain. And this is what I've done so far. I'm kind of simple when it comes to my planning style. So I tracked my workouts, workout with the little stencil box. And what else did I do? I like to track when I'm going into the office. So I work in HR and I go in 3 days a week, hybrid. And so I'm home 2 days. So I just like to mark my in-office days. I had a couple of little appointments. So I had a few appointments here. I had a puzzle competition that I did with some friends. I had a few to-dos, so I just marked those with a tiny little circle stencil, and I colored that in with the little clean dot, the tiny little one, I think. And what else did I do? Did just a little bit of just hand decor, I suppose. And then I put a little sticker for National Planner Day. That's the only sticker I used in this whole spread. I used Sunday for my weekly reset area, and my weekly reset is pretty simple. I just do meal plan and groceries and laundry, and I've been doing that for a couple years now. That's what I do on Sundays, is I like to do those things, and it just sets me up really well for the whole week ahead. So that's what I do on Sundays, and I love it. Then for the second page on the right hand side, it says to do, so I literally just used it as my to-do list. I didn't complicate it at all. I got most of my to-dos done. Today is Friday as I'm setting up for the week ahead. So I still have a few things left. Maybe I will cross off everything. Who knows? That rarely happens, but I've got a couple days, so maybe I will still make it. There is still time. I love tracking habits. I'm a huge habit tracker fan, so that was one of the things that really attracted me to this planner, as I love tracking my habits every week, and they're not always the same. I go through phases, things ebb and flow, but I love tracking habits all of the time, so that was really great for me, and I love doing that. Coming back from vacation, it's been hard to get back in the mode of doing things for the pets, so I need to get back on top of that. Brushing the cats, and then Phoebe's our dog, and she has to take her supplements, so I skipped that a couple days, so I feel terrible about that, but we are back on it today, and that's great. Yeah, and then the priorities was awesome. This is a nice highlight area, and those really were priorities. I needed to get a birthday gift for my niece, and then also I had to pick up the boys' suits. Those were like non-negotiable things for the week, and I loved having that in like a big call-out box for the week. I don't always have things that are like a priority like that. That's like they have to get done or else something terrible is gonna happen. So we'll see how that works the rest of the time, but I thought that was nice to have that there. So I put those to-dos written again a second time up in that box, and I liked having it because it definitely drew my eye to it, and that worked out really well. Down in the notes area, I just kind of left this blank for a couple days, and then I noticed, like, as the week went on, I found out that my son Chris, who is 17, he told me that he has decided he's going to go keto next week, and I was like, that's cool. what do I do about dinners now? So I needed to find some keto dinner ideas, and I just used this area in my planner to write out some dinner ideas, and this is going to help me to meal plan for next week. So that's what I wound up doing down here. But so far, really loving how this is working out, how it's working for me. So that was the first week, and now we get to plan for the next week. Oh, and I don't usually use the monthly spread. I think even in my my last one, I said I don't use this, I don't plan to use it, and then I wound up just trying it to see. And it was actually kind of nice to see everything on one page. So who knows, maybe I'll do it again, but it was kind of good to get it, just to kind of get all on there and see, hey, what's coming up for August. And I don't know if I'll refer back to it, but just the act of putting it down was kind of nice to like align my brain to, okay, here are all the things that are happening this month. And today is my niece's birthday, so I'm going to give her a call as soon as we're done here. And then, oh yes, here, I almost forgot about these pages. So I started doing my gratitude up on the right-hand side, and then for the, what was this called again? Someone actually told me in the comments. I have to go back because I'm just so not used to calling this the new thing. It's not the dashboard anymore because it's the dashboard planner. But yeah, this page of stuff, here's what I did with it this time. I put my declutter goals up on this box, and I put a little reminder, like a little note to self, I guess. That's something I want to kind of focus on, just kind of like a mantra, I guess, for the month. I put, remember, summer is almost over, enjoy it, and don't get so wrapped up in fall prep that you miss the fun time with the boys. Because, you know, my kids are getting older, but they're both here now. They're both here for the rest of the month before, you know, one goes back to college and the other one gets very, very busy with school. And so I want to savor it, because I find that so many times, usually when it comes to August, I get so wrapped up in like, I got to get ready for fall. I got to get the house ready. I got to get the kids ready. I got to get all of this stuff ready for fall, that I kind of miss out on this last month of like summer and fun. And so I just put myself a reminder for myself to remember that, you know, it is still summer, and don't don't forget that in all this fall prep and hullabaloo. And then the planner had labeled this section as a to-do list, and so I just used it as a to-do list. And I know that that's not like super groundbreaking, but that is what I did. So this are just things that I need to get done for the month, and these are things that they do have to happen sometime this month, and they're things that have been weighing me down. And actually, I did schedule Christopher's senior pictures today, so I'm really excited I got that done. I was gonna procrastinate on it, and I just did it done. Just got it done a few minutes ago, so I'm super proud of myself for like on the very first day doing that. All right, something I did last week that I really liked is I picked an accent color that I enjoy, and then I use that kind of like throughout as I guess like decor. I didn't use a lot of stickers. For one, I don't have a lot of stickers, but also it's just like, that's not my vibe lately. I think I want to use this, what are these called again? These are the Zig, like I told you I'm out of practice, the Zig Clean Color Dot Marker, and this one is in Candy Pink is the color, Candy Pink. But I think that this with the August color it kind of reminds me of like a pink lemonade is the vibe that it's giving me. So I'm going to do this as my color for the week. I wonder if I have a mild liner in like a light pink as well. Let me check. Okay, I do. And this looks pretty close to the same color to me here. So we're gonna do this, and I think that'll be cute. So I think what I want to do first is to highlight the days that I am going to be going into the office, because I like that from last week, but I don't know that I need to write the words in office. I think I'm just gonna highlight the days that I'm going in. Oh, that looks very neon. Hang on. I'm like, ooh, maybe this isn't gonna match. This is officially now a marker testing page is what this is. That is very neon. I I don't know that this, I think this was more of a, yeah, this was more of the color kind of I had in mind. Ooh. Okay, I can kind of use that though. Okay, I'm not going to use the mild liner, which is a shame because I liked having both as an option. The yellow works so well together because they matched and I could use them like in the yellow last week. These two were like, they were like identical almost, at least to my eye. But I don't think that will bother me. So we're not going to use the mild liner this week. I'm just going to use the color dot marker and that will be good because that's too neon for me. That will hurt my eyeballs. So we're going to just use this. We're just going to use it as a highlighter, and I'm going to go through and I'm just going to mark. And the days I'm going into the office next week are Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. And I know that that means I'm going into the office. I don't have to physically write the words in office. I know what that means. Now I'm going to go in with events of things that are happening. And starting with Monday, Wesley, my oldest son, is getting his wisdom teeth out. So we're just gonna go in with starting with wisdom teeth. And he is not excited about it. I don't know why he would be. It's really cute. His girlfriend is actually going to meet us at the what's the surgeon, I guess, and not the actual dentist, but and then she's going to be driving him home. So Friday we have a date night, and I'm so excited because I was able to get us reservations at a place that my husband's been trying to get reservations at for a while, and he wasn't able to, but I was. So I'm very, very excited for that. I just had to stalk the place and find out when they release their reservations, set a reminder, and then make sure I got in there first thing in the morning. Friday is also my sister's birthday, which I don't want to forget my excitement to go out on this date. I don't want to get too excited and forget to call her. So I'm going to just also write in Mandy's birthday. Okay, so Saturday I have a hair appointment and I have extensions, and the kind of extensions I have, it takes forever to get them like adjusted. And so it's literally 8 hours is how long it takes. So I want to note that this is gonna take me all day. Like I go in at 9 and I don't leave until 4 or 5. So hair appointment is on Saturday. Feels very high maintenance. I don't know how long I'll keep this up for, but it is kind of a thing. So I want to kind of block off this whole day. I wonder if there's a way to, I was trying to think if this would maybe fit to kind of like bracket it, like bracket the day, or maybe I want to use this to do like a kind of a squiggle line. I think maybe I'll do like I'll try to do a bracket around. Okay, so far so good. The other thing I liked doing last time was the little, I think it was this one, the little checkbox or like little circle stencil for a tiny little to-do for trash day on Tuesday. And then I liked doing that also for my reset down here for my Sunday. Next thing I like to do is to pick days for my workouts. So I actually have a lot of time to do workouts next week, so no excuses. So I think I want to use a little bit smaller square than I did last week. But I do like the stencil, so I think I want to do maybe this one. This is pretty close, but there is one more thing I want to write down, and it's not something that I will have anything to do with because I'll be in my hair appointment, but our dog Phoebe has a grooming appointment on Saturday, and so I just want to write it down so I know it's happening. And I don't forget to like remind someone to take her and make sure that she gets to that. Now on the right side, I really like the habits that I did last time, so I'm just going to repeat those. And I'm sure it's not going to happen out this way every time, but for this week, I really like them. So I like to track my macros. There's an app I use for that. I like to track a kind of collection of different things with my health, like my protein, my kind of movement. I track like a kind of a bunch of just different things, like did I have a healthy lunch? Did I have a healthy breakfast? So things like that in another app. So that's just that's another like fleet of habit trackers that I have. I'm telling you, I love the habit trackers, but I didn't want to track all of that here and there. So I'm just putting, did I do it? Did I even like open the app and use it? Because sometimes I forget that that exists if I'm really busy. So I'm just going to put this in here because it makes me remember, oh yeah, I need to go and open that and do it. And I, of course, like to do 80 ounces of water. It's a good reminder. And then, of course, Phoebe supplements. We have 2 very fluffy cats that need to be brushed on the daily. And then my husband and I also use the Paired app. Not sure if any of you use that or like it, but we find that it kind of triggers some really nice discussions. So we like using the Paired app for just our relationship and having some nice conversations. Okay, so to finish this off, I found this quote by John Mayer on my iPad by just Googling summer quotes. It says, "'Cause a little bit of summer is what the whole year is all about." I don't know if that's from one of his songs or just something he said. If you know, let me know. There's also this meal plan I added down below. We usually just get a meal plan Monday through Thursday. I find that Friday we're generally doing like pizza or leftovers. And then on the weekends, we're out, we're doing stuff. Again, we're doing leftovers. We're just kind of picking up things from the grocery store and cooking them kind of ad hoc. So this is what works for us. We just kind of do like a Monday through Thursday to get us through the bulk of the work week. And that generally works out pretty well. So that's what I put down here in the notes section for next week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, very simple, but this is what works for me. I like keeping it pretty simple. I don't think I used, nope, not as, I didn't use even any stickers this week. It didn't occur to me. Maybe I'll find something to stick over here, maybe in this like little open area later. Maybe I'll put something over there, but otherwise I think this is gonna work out well for me for next week. Yeah, and we'll fill in, see what else I add, but otherwise I like this. So thank you so much for watching and sticking around till the end if you're still here. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, and we will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.